And we're back with a new video, and one that is going to be a humongous warning to anyone driving one of these slightly older Dodge Chrysler vehicles. It turns out that airbags are deploying way too easily and causing massive damage with fragments and all kinds of crap, and it sounds terrifying, to the point that Stellantis now issued a do not drive your car if you have not had this repair. And this comes after a massive write-down of $26 billion and a catastrophic drop in Stellantis' stock based on the EV disaster that they've been through, not to mention all the other recalls. But while I hesitated to do this video, I thought, if anybody who didn't read this article, didn't get your notification, ends up getting injured because of this or potentially killed, then I can maybe help avoid that happening, and by throwing this video out there. So once in a while, it just makes sense to jump in on one of these recalls when they're this dire, to the point that Stellantis literally, to cover their own ass, says, don't drive your car. Walk to work, ride a bicycle, get a skateboard, Uber, do anything, but do not drive the car that you've owned for a while now.
Your safety warning from automaker Stellantis this morning. The automaker has issued a do not drive order for roughly 225,000 vehicles with defective Takata airbags. The recall covers select Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Mitsubishi models. According to federal regulators, tens of millions of vehicles have been recalled over the years, with 28 deaths and hundreds of injuries linked to those exploding airbags.
Let's check this out. This is pretty insane. Stellantis issues do not drive warning for 225,000 vehicles over dangerous airbag issue. But check this out. NHTSA says 28 deaths and 400 injuries tied to exploding Takata airbags. But this is pretty crazy when they say you just need to not drive the car until you get this fixed. But you need to drive the car to go get it fixed. So the warning applies to 2003 to 2016 Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram models. And previously recalled for faulty airbag inflators that can rupture in a crash, the automaker confirmed on Fox Business in an email. This action is intended to accelerate the repair of the remaining affected vehicles to safeguard owners, their families, and general public from the risk of serious injury or death. That's why I'm doing this video. This is not a small issue.
The first recall relating to Takata airbags was issued back in 2015, following reports of defective airbags exploding inside vehicles, leading to several deaths. Now Stellantis is reporting 3 more deaths relating to airbag explosions have happened. 7 Action News reporter Darren Cunningham speaking with the automaker about the issue and an owner who's unclear of her vehicle's safety.
This is one of 4 vehicles Stellantis is recalling, a 2005 Chrysler 300. Fiat Chrysler first issued a recall in 2015 because of Takata airbag explosions, resulting in multiple deaths, specifically driver's side airbags. The company says 3 more deaths prompted this latest warning.
The company warned that the chemical propellant inside some Takata airbag inflators can deteriorate over time, especially in hot, humid conditions, increasing the risk of rupture and sending metal fragments into the vehicle cabin, meaning not just the person taking the hit from the airbag, but everybody in the car could get injured by these flying metal fragments, which are coming out at the speed of probably a firearm. So this is terrifying. But here's the cars. Here is the cars that if you have one of these things, I don't know, get an Uber, because it's terrifying. You get in a small accident and that airbag deploys, then you have a big, huge problem. Here is the list. 2007 to 2009 Chrysler Aspen SUV, 7 to 08 Chrysler Crossfires, 05 to 15 Chrysler 300s, lots of those out there. 08 to 2014 Dodge Challenger Coupes. So a lot of you who watch this channel have and love those cars. Be careful. Do not end up deploying that airbag and get it fixed. 2003, 2016 Dodge Ram pickup trucks and Dodge Sprinter vans. Lots of those pickup trucks on the road. 04 to 09 Dodge Durango SUVs. Lots of those on the road. 05 to 2012 Dodge Dakota pickup trucks, 05 to 08 Magnum station wagons, 06 to 15 Dodge Charger sedans. A lot of you have those on this who follow this channel. 07 to 2016 Jeep Wrangler SUVs. This is following that, I guess, over 6.6 million inflators have been replaced over the course of more than a decade, but that leaves 225,000 vehicles that remain unrepaired, according to NHTSA.
As these vehicles age, the risk of a rupture increases. So it's more important now than ever to get this recall addressed.
To find out whether your vehicle has already been fixed, just head to check2protect.org and type in your VIN number. Again, that's check2protect.org.
And the Stop Drive Directive is focused on completing repairs on this remaining population, Stellantis said. Affected customers should have been notified by February 9th, and repairs will continue to be performed free of charge. Of course, their stock is just crashed, and this is just another huge hit. When you have to make a stop drive notification, that screams out that you're trying to cover your tail, because if you don't tell them to stop driving and you just tell them it's okay, just get it fixed, and then they do drive it and it explodes on them, then they have a problem. It says even minor crashes can result in exploding Takata airbags that can kill or produce life-altering, gruesome injuries, the NHTSA said. Older model years affected put their occupants at higher risk because older airbags are more likely to explode. That is insane. So that is the story I wanted to get across and just share real quick. We got some new content hopefully coming over this 3-day weekend. We'll get out in the field, if you will, and see if we can do some dealership stuff and check out some cars and come out with some new thoughts and ideas that I'm working on as well. But I wanted to get this video out there just to give this warning, because if you've got one of these cars, sounds pretty dire. And here's the way they look at it. If they made this warning, notified you, and told you not to drive the car, and then you drive the car, and then you have this airbag explode and injure you severely or kill you, your lawsuit becomes weaker because they told you not to drive the car. And that's the defense. They're saying, we don't want you to get hurt, but we also don't want you to sue us, so we're going to tell you not to drive your car out of abundance of caution and CYA. So that leaves you having to make a tough decision now. Do you continue to drive it, hit a squirrel, and then end up blowing yourself to shreds? I don't know if I would want to take that chance, so it's tough. Call your dealership now, get this thing in. Hell, flatbed it, but get it in, or wear a helmet when you take it to the shop and get this thing squared away so that you don't experience a tragedy that could be absolutely unfixable. So with that, everybody, please like, subscribe, comment. Hope this helps somebody out there, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.